You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Dan from Six Set Media, thank you so much for your request and for bringing back the band Hacktivist down the rabbit hole. It's actually been, I think last year in July was the last time when we actually reacted to Hacktivist. It was Rep the H, which was a great one. Definitely go check that out. But today, for everyone here, we are doing Crooks and Criminals.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Dan, for bringing Hacktivist back down the rabbit hole. I remember our first reaction to this artist, and they're absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to get into Crooks and Criminals.
Chronicans, welcome back to the channel. We're very excited for this write-up because we love Hacktivists, but Crooks and Criminals, what's this going to be about? Let's find out. So for those that are not aware of the band, the genre that Hacktivist is gent, rap, and metal, which is an amazing combination. And if you're a fan of Limp Bizkit, you're probably going to like what you're about to hear. So now we have a little write-up about what we're getting into. From touring with heavyweights such as Korn and EntertheCronic to playing some of the world's biggest stages, Hacktivist, a UK staple band known for their creative mix of grime and modern metal, is excited to announce Jordan JJ Oliphant, formerly of Borders, as their new co-lead vocalist.
Cool.
Oliphant makes a powerful entrance with the release of Rep the H, which is the one that we just did, and wow, okay. A track highlighting his dynamic vocal range. His live debut with Hacktivist was a standout moment at the UK Tech Fest on June 29th. The band is now preparing for a major performance headlining the Magenta Festival in Nottingham on July 13th of 2023. This event is particularly significant for Oliphant, marking his first Nottingham show since 2017. Hacktivist isn't just a band. They blend grime and technical metal to convey messages of open-mindedness, critical thinking, self-empowerment, compassion, and empathy. All things we are staples on this channel as well. Okay, so their new song now, what we're going into is Crooks and Criminals, and it delves into the problematic relationship between politics, media, and corporate interests. Right on. It suggests that media campaigns often promote division and fear, influencing public opinion in ways that can harm society.
100%.
The title alludes to the unethical behavior of political and corporate entities that use media influence to undermine democratic principles. Oliphant contributes personal insight from his time as a newspaper intern, where he observed a preference for negative stories over positive ones.
Absolutely.
Right on.
That's cool.
This experience underlines the song's message about the power of media in shaping political narratives. You got that right. I'm so ready for this. Additionally, Crooks and Criminals' response to the UK government's Rethink, Reskill, Reboot initiative from the Cyber First program. Oh, never heard of this.
Never heard of it.
The band perceives this campaign as a dismissive message to those in creative fields, urging them to abandon their passion for more conventional careers in the face of economic challenges. I get it. Reskill. Okay, getting more tradespeople out, and they won't want people being creative artists. Okay.
Or factory workers.
The song is a rallying cry to see beyond manipulative tactics and to value individuality and genuine social interest over greed and control. Right on. So if that didn't get you excited, I don't know what would. But here are the band members, so we know exactly who we're also seeing perform this. Okay. So JJ Oliphant, which we heard in this, is the vocalist. We also have Jay Hurley, who is on vocals. We have Josh Gurner on the bass, James Hewitt on the guitar, and Rich Hawking on the drums. The only one with an R. Here we go.
Chronicans, I'm so excited to be back with Hacktivist. The last time we reacted to Hacktivist, I was actually pregnant.
Yes.
And this time that we're reacting to Hacktivist, I am pregnant again. So it's come full circle. I'm so excited to get into Crooks and Criminals. This write-up that you guys gave us was phenomenal. It really brought in some more understanding for us to know what we're going to be getting into, and even with the description of what that program was, because we didn't know what it was, but we've seen that happening over here in Canada a lot as well.
Reskilling movement, trying to get everyone into the trades, which like has obviously some benefits too, but you have to let people still have their creative freedom here.
Absolutely, 100%. So I'm so excited to get into this. If you guys love Hacktivist, then remember to head over to their channel, give them some love, give them a comment, give their video a like, because I already know that this genty style that they have is right up my alley.
We literally just listened to a song that was satirical on Fred Durst, so I'm very excited because I love Limp Bizkit, and I always thought Hacktivist gave me a Limp Bizkit kind of genty mix feel to it, so I was glad to know that if you're fans of Limp Bizkit, then you would like Hacktivist, because that's always what I thought. Now that we're here, Crooks and Criminals, I hate propaganda and what it does and how it creates those divides and it makes you pick a side. It's called going down the straight line, y'all. Okay, I'm ready, Crooks and Criminals. You good?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do a shorter one. Beautiful lyric.
Wow.
Hey, good job pausing, because this is going to go by so fast, and every lyric they have said has struck a chord, I'm sure.
It really has. I love how the Crooks and Criminals in the case of this song is actually the government and those who are in charge.
Yeah.
Whereas in a lot of rap songs, the Crooks and Criminals are, you know,
like the gangs and all that stuff,
and everything like
the
that.
Rioters.
So they've really been able to make such an amazing metal, genty rap song that is really tackling such heavy topics in such a easy to digest way.
Yeah, you're very true, and I like that they're underground in the tunnel, so these people won't hear what they're saying, and we need to listen, because they're talking even about the taxes that they keep raising.
Yeah.
We're just so used to them raising taxes, where when that first started, we went to literally war against these crooks and criminals
100%.
so it wouldn't happen. But
Absolutely.
now we're just like, so I totally get the message, and already so much in a minute, y'all.
So much.
All right. Details, you got that right. We won't submit. We won't surrender to the kings of bullshit. Ooh, eerie. Ooh. Dissonance. I need a release. Give me a release. Oh!
Red and blue.
Red and blue. I am so happy, but
It's a pig's mask.
upset that it ended like that, because it makes you want to go right back to hear it again, just to get that explosion. Well done, y'all. That lets you think, leaves you thinking. It's done, honey. You're good.
For a second there, I thought a new song was starting because Loki Films, their symbol is so, like, cinematic.
Very true.
Oh my goodness. I love how the very end of it, because there's like a pig's mask that's being worn.
Yeah, of course.
And then it's the red and blue of like the police lights that are going off with the
Right.
crooks and criminals.
Of course.
Because like we actually just had a big conversation about this.
Yeah,
I was
the red and blue in the back.
the red and blue in the back. But we just had a big conversation about this because I was recently let go from my job that I'd been at for like almost 9 years.
Yeah, almost a decade.
Almost a decade that I was working for the same company. And over the time of working for that company, you can really see how you become almost enslaved by this like
Retooled and reskilled.
Reskilled, and enslaved by the corporations that just want to keep using the beast system that keeps wanting to use you over and over again. And so it literally sucks the creativity out of you, and it drains you of anything that you would want, because every ounce of every single moment of the day is thinking about being on time, thinking about what you have to do, adjusting your entire life for this entity that you have to go to.
Yeah.
And then by the time you get home, you have no
creative
joy
flow
or
left.
creative flow left, because it's all being sucked away.
And they're telling you because you're getting paid, that's why you have to give that creative flow and energy and attention all, because it's also just straight up attention that you're giving.
It's just the attention. And so it's crazy to see like what we sacrifice of ourselves with our creative flow, our individuality, of everything that we want to do, just to be to continue to live the lie that is told to us by the crooks and criminals that run the society.
Yeah, and like every country right now has their own different types of crooks and criminals that people are going through. So like in Canada, it's almost so open. It's like a wild, wild west now, and it's almost more terrifying because of that. And so we all have our different things. And on the musical side of this, because you were just nailing that political side, I just love that dissonance ending. I was like telling you, I was like, I need that release. But then that's the thing but that's what they want you. I think that's what Hacktivists wanted you to feel, because it is that want of a release is what they're kind of yearning for. So everyone kind of needs to tell their story of what they're doing. And we have, yes, you were let go, but we also had a goal of wanting to be in a life where we could have that creative freedom, like this type of a channel with YouTube, where you can keep expressing yourself. And I also don't want to bash the people that are working hard jobs and all that too, because we need that to live in, right?
We need those people who are working those hard jobs, that especially within the trades, that are keeping society, that are keeping the cities, that are keeping the water and running and everything for all of us. So definitely not a bash. It's that forced aspect of it, because I know people, I know electricians who love their jobs.
Exactly,
I know plumbers,
construction workers, everything.
Love the puzzle aspect of it. Where is this coming from? Because that creative flow, is that engineer kind of aspect of it.
Yeah, you're right.
That they have, which I don't have with that. So because we're all different. But when you're forcing people to give up a creative enterprise, like wanting to be an artist, because we still need artists as much as we need plumbers, as much as we need electricians, as much as we need carpenters.
Music and community, we need musicians, and everything,
as much as we need tradespeople. We need people who are be able to feed the soul and not just the building.
Yeah.
And so forcing people into that with this cyber thing, this retool, reskill initiative that we're seeing all over the place, it does become almost a terrifying aspect, even though it is at times required. But to have that forced aspect on it, that's where it becomes like, oh my goodness, how are these headlines gonna manipulate the mind to brainwash people into thinking that it's worse than what it is?
Yeah, because I'm in the opinion that there's enough around the world to go around, and like they're saying, it's the crooks and criminals that are making you work for them to keep pushing their agendas moving forward. And there's enough people that will listen to your agenda if you just tell them the truth. And that's why I think Hacktivists has come our way, and we have found Hacktivists as well. What did you want to say?
Oh, I just was thinking about it while you were chatting there. Talking about the crooks and criminals, we have rolling brownouts right now in Alberta and in the city, where they're like shutting off power in certain places because the power grid is overwhelmed. And I've been hearing about it on the news. It hasn't affected us yet, but that's something that's been being talked about with these headlines and articles that are in the news.
There'll be curfew soon, and how much
and all this stuff that shows up in these like fear-mongering headlines. But then, even though it's like, hey, remember it's -40 out, but don't put your heat above 19 because we have to conserve energy for the power grid. But every single retail shop keeps their lights on 24/7. Every single one of these mass corporations never turn their lights off, never turn the heat down, never turn their AC off, and they're blasting it full blast. So the layman has to then suffer from it. And that's that aspect of the crooks and criminals that I just kind of thought about in the moment. But I want to get back to the music just quickly because we talked a lot about the political aspect of it. But this, you had said you wanted that release and that constant do that was going on with it that didn't give you that release, that just kept building and building and make you want to go back to the beginning of the song. That is kind of that feeling of when you're trapped in these places, these situations that you can't escape from. You need that release, but you don't think you're ever going to get it until eventually you break and you see those red and blue.
Yeah, and even when it's like, you know, the lights at the end of the tunnel, sometimes you don't even think you're going to get out still, and it's just that fear because you've been stuck in there for so long too. But thank you for giving us such a powerful song to give us encouragement to keep being creative ourselves, and I'm sure the Chronicans loved this as well. I want to know everything to do with that. What was it exactly called? The initiative?
The initiative.
I want to
bring up,
yeah, because I think that's really intriguing, and I would love anyone to explain what that was. It was Rethink, Reskill, Reboot, and it was the Cyber First
program.
Interesting. So I want to know all about that because we are also just thinking what it is, and I don't want to be putting words into it if it's something different that the initiative is, but that's at least that's what's happening over in Canada too. So this was amazing. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this song as well. If you did, please go to Hacktivist's channel as well to give them a subscription because I'm sure they would love it as well. But we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us, Chronicans. This was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what comes down the rabbit hole next from Hacktivist because I really love the 2 times we've listened to this band and everything that they have to offer. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless you.
Take care, and bye for now.
You are now exiting Enter the Chronic's rabbit hole.
Thanks for your participation.
Make sure to follow, subscribe, and put on notifications.
We will see you all next time.
Stay tuned, tell your friends about us, and God bless.
Hey guys, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you like this channel, remember to subscribe right here. And if you want to subscribe to the artist that you just heard, remember, it is right here. And if you're excited to see another video that we think you might like, click here.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for making it this far. We love you so much.